Welcome to the last video on conversion rates. I hope you've learned a lot about this really powerful and interesting concept. The last thing that we wanted to leave you with is some inspiration for how to use this in your people operations function. The conversion rate framework is really interesting on the recruiting side of things, as we saw in a previous video. It's an amazing amplifier for your ROI analysis, and in fact, can be even a foundation for ROI. And to give you a flavor for where else this can be applied, we wanted to point to a few specific examples. So the first is onboarding. So understanding the conversion rate of folks who start at your company, who onboard successfully, whatever the KPI here is. In a call center, perhaps it's response times, number of calls, NPS. Perhaps in sales, we're looking at quota attainment. Maybe it's activity-based and then dollar-based over time. But understanding your conversion rates through each phase of the employee life cycle, especially at the beginning, is really instrumental, because then we can dig into cohorts of people who did not have high conversion rates and understand, did they not meet with their mentor enough? Did they not complete necessary training in the LMS? What are the characteristics of the folks who did have really high conversion rates, and how do we amplify that and make it so that more and more people are successful in our organization? This can be used for onboarding. It can also be used for things like career pathing, where you're understanding what percentage of SDRs get to the AE role, what are the characteristics of the folks who do, and how do we, again, guide the right people, upskill folks, and lead them down the right path. The last thing here I'll point out is that conversion rate frameworks can be used in really tactical things as well. These two are much more strategic, but even something like sending an email to employees, conversion rates can be really important. What percentage of employees open emails? What percentage of them click on the call to action? What percentage of them actually do the thing you want them to do? Sign up for an employee engagement tool, complete open enrollment, whatever the case may be. Understanding each part of this cycle and the conversion rate for each might give you some insights into how you can do a better job as a people ops team. For example, if less than 80% of people are opening your email in the first place, you've got a problem. You need to build a better internal brand, or make sure that your emails aren't ending up in maybe spam filters. If people aren't clicking on your call to action, you need to reevaluate the copy that you're using, just like a marketer would, to figure out, how do we drive people to take that action? How do we make it clear and concise? And of course, understanding the rest of the funnel is dependent upon maybe the employee engagement tool that you're using, if that's the relevant use case. Maybe it's the benefits brokerage, if that's the relevant use case, etc. But really digging into the nuts and bolts of what's working and what's not on a conversion rate basis can give you a much better understanding for the effectiveness of your people operations team. Again, my name is Phil Struzula. I run this website, Select Software Reviews, where more or less we help teams to find and buy the right software. And of course, we're always trying to level up everybody in the people ops sector by sharing insights that we find to be particularly interesting and impactful. If you like this, please take another one of our courses, sign up for our community, our newsletter, and of course, tell your friends. Thanks again.